What's up, guys? So I put out a post on my community tab asking what video topics you guys want to see, and Ralph Smith, Armwrestling, left a comment: how do you prepare for an upcoming tournament or match? And I'm going to answer that. I think it's a great question. Thanks for the question. And just for anyone else watching, always leave a comment. I'm always down to make videos on whatever you guys want to see. But as far as preparing for a tournament or an event that you know there's a certain date to it, the way I like to do it, the timeline kind of starts at 2 weeks out. So anything up to 2 weeks out, I'm just doing regular training, meaning that I'm training usually once a week on the table with a practice, sometimes twice a week, sometimes a lighter session during the week, but mostly just one session, like team session a week, and then gym training throughout the week. And then 2 weeks out is kind of when the taper will start. What I like to do is my last table time. So my last arm wrestling on the table is 2 weeks before the event. Usually the events are on weekends, so you just compete, or you train 2 weeks before on the table for your last kind of hard training session. And then from there, I like to do my last like heavy weight training. I like to do on that Wednesday or Thursday afterwards. So let's say I had the last hard table training 2 weeks out, and then about 3 or 4 days later when I'm recovered, I'll do my last like gym lifts, like heavy gym lifts. I like to do wrist wrench. I like to kind of peak and test my strength at about 90%, 80 to 90%, maybe even 95% to test my strength, because I like to peak. So I'll do like heavy wrist wrench, I'll do heavy pronation, I'll do maybe wrist curls, I'll do back pressure. I might go super heavy on that, 80 to 90% on that. That way I can kind of peak my strength. And then from there, so that'll be on the Wednesday or the Thursday, and then all the way until the tournament. Let's say the tournament is then about 10 or 11 days after that. So then I'm basically just doing super light blood flow stuff until the tournament. Maybe I'll do one more bench session on the Monday, given that the tournament would be on the Saturday, so that'll be about 6 days before to recover. But as far as my tendons and the arm wrestling stuff, I want that to be super fresh come the event. So that's why, like I said, 2 weeks before is my last time arm wrestling on the table, and then about 10 or 11 days before is my last heavy gym training, arm wrestling specific gym training. That way, after that, because I'm going heavy for that, and after that I give myself about 10 to 11 days for my pronator to be recovered, my wrist flexion, side pressure, elbow. 10 or 11 days is pretty good amount. They say it takes about 2 weeks for your tendons to recover. One time I did a tournament where I did absolutely nothing in the gym, like literally nothing for 2 weeks before, and that worked really well. I was very fresh. But I find personally for me, what I like to do is I like to do 10 or 11 days before the tournament is my last heavy. I'll go heavy on all the main arm wrestling lifts, and then from there, like I said, it's mostly just blood flow stuff after that. So I'm just trying to get as much blood in the muscle to help it recover from that heavy training 10 days out, and just super light stuff, coordination stuff. So I'll use like bands, like I'll set up a band here and I'll like work on speed, I'll work on my reflexes and stuff like that. But it's nothing that's gonna like destroy my elbows, because I want to be super fresh. That's the main thing. You want to have your hand fresh, your elbow fresh, tendons fresh, and go in with no injuries to the tournament. So just to summarize, basic approach: 2 weeks out, last time on the table, and then 10 or 11 days out, I'm going super heavy on all my arm wrestling lifts, and then those last 9 to 10 days, basically light stuff. I'm still doing full body stuff. I like to train push, pull legs as my split. So I'm still training my back, chest, shoulders, triceps. But again, I'm going lighter on all that. I call it a deload. In powerlifting, you call it like a deload, where you're basically lowering the intensity. So the weight is a lot less, but you're still going through the movement. You're still, flushing blood to the areas in your muscles, and you're able to recover that way. You're fully peaked for the tournament. So I hope this helps. Leave any more comments if you have any questions on anything arm wrestling related. I'll be happy to make a video. And that's it. Thank you for watching.